So satisfied with having so easily slain one of the kobolds, Yalara is quick to act again.
Okay. Okay. So I have to stay put, right?
No, this is a new round, so you get your movement again up to 30 feet. And you can cast any of your cantrips or a spell. You can attack, you can move up. You can do anything you can think of, really.
Don't worry about what you can or can't do. Just tell us what you want to do. We'll tell you if you can't do it or not.
I mean, I realized that maybe it was kind of silly to get somebody in the back of the group when these people are, threatened by the two in front. So
maybe. But also that means that the rest of the ones in front don't know that they're being attacked yet.
That's true. Okay. Well, I guess I'll stay and just see if I can get this one next to the one I got.
You want to stay where you're at?
So,
Okay.
So, I'm going to try to get...
Attack and damage.
Okay.
Wow, crit. All right, you definitely hit him.
Very nice.
So we're gonna
another 9. Get out of
here. Well, if this was a stronger monster, we would have added that 9 to another 9 because I like the way that Mark kind of did the crits and gives you 1 full damage plus whatever you roll, and your full damage I think with your short bow is 1d8, and then you have a +1 dexterity, right? And so, okay. Anyways, bam! You just again same shot, almost exactly. Just real quick, you're like thwip thwip, and 2 of the kobolds drop immediately to your expert marksmanship. All right.
Awesome.
Mark, Ander, you see 2 of the kobolds drop. They're threatening this family. What is Ander doing?
Moving all 30 feet, by God.
By God, so you invoke the...
By Bahamut. And I'm going to attack with my mace. I think I had a mace. Or did I have a flail? I had a mace.
You have a mace, yeah.
18 versus AC.
That is a hit.
Where it takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
3 damage.
And I yell at them, "You cowards, take on somebody that can fight back."
So you crack this guy in the back of the skull and threaten and coerce him. But he looks definitely very badly injured, and he drops to 1 knee, but he's not down yet. Sneaking up around the back is Warlin.
You can hit next down on the turn order. There's a little over arrow.
Good,
cycle through.
Good job. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I need all the help I can get, so thank you for the tips. Anyone who wants to throw them out, please do.
Warland's gonna start walking over here. I'm gonna roll a stealth check while I'm behind all these buildings. Or a sneak, sorry. Stealth, sneak, whatever.
Yeah, you're perfect. They don't hear you even remotely.
Shh.
You are one with the grass and shadows.
Anyways, I'm gonna walk this way. Orlin, scurries up behind in this tall grass. You guys can barely see him, let alone hear him. And he comes up next to the building, and you guys all see him obviously at the corner of your eyes, and he's like skirting along the edge of the wall so that they can't see him, and he's just waiting. For his second action, he's just going to wait with a dagger at the ready, that if anything crosses into his line of sight this way, he's going to throw it at him.
Okay, ready to action. Next, I've got to figure out what 6 kobolds are going to do. Oh, I should have added
Welcome to
homegirl.
being a GM.
Huh? Yeah, I know. I should have added homegirl into the mix here. So let me do that real quick.
What are you doing, Alex?
She goes last. Alex is... Can I manually move these? Okay. All right.
You can always manually move.
The kobolds, having been focused on the family, the 2 in the rear see a javelin land in the dirt behind them. One of them gets mauled in the head with a mace, and they hear their companions go down behind them, so they turn to face you, Ander, who's the most obvious threat. This one is going to stay where he is and jab his dagger at you. So let's see what he has to hit. Uh, 10 versus AC.
Not gonna do it.
No? Okay. He sees that
I
he...
successfully take my shield and parry it away.
Absolutely.
Laughing.
He sees that you are to be a force to be reckoned with, and being just a small little kobold, impish as he is, he moves slightly away from you.
Aha! You allow me to take an attack of opportunity, which I will.
I forgot about that, but yes.
8 versus AC.
That is going to be a miss. He was just a little too small and scurried under your swipe. But his buddy next to him will come up and take a stab at you with his dagger. It's 20 versus AC.
That does hit.
All right. All right, for 6 damage.
I am Andrew is seriously reconsidering his move to come up here. Seriously reconsidering. Help! That kind of hurt.
All right. The next kobold will see that his buddy was successful in injuring you and turn and jab at you with his dagger. 22 versus AC.
That hits.
The other guy, the other guy did crit on his damage.
Ah.
Oh,
Better come save the day. Reinforcements coming.
for 3 damage.
Oh, not good shot. Not good, guys. Not good.
The other
Really
three,
not good.
the other 3 are focused on the woman and still approach her. Miss. Hit. Miss. Okay, and you see 2 of the kobolds swing at the woman, trying to antagonize her, and she parries both of them away. She seems pretty quick. One of them does land a shot to her ribs, and she cries out in pain. All right. Julian, loaded down with your spoils of war. What's your move?
I'm gonna accidentally scribble on the map.
That's actually going to require you to make a I don't know.
A delete action.
A delete action, yes.
I'm gonna walk up, slightly burdened by my chest and other things from the cart, and throw a javelin or a rusty kitchen skewer at the one goblin that's attacking. Let's see, Ander.
Is that like a skewer that you would use to, spit roast a whole hog?
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
Except it's
Awesome.
rusty.
I
And I
love
wouldn't
it.
use it on good food, so it's kind of just left over in my inventory.
I love it. That's a hit. I assume there were two of them hitting.
It's actually 35 feet, so that's going to be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That's still
so 13.
That's still a hit.
All right. So it's going to be the one right in front of Ander.
Right in front of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This kobold has a giant pig roasting rusty skewer sticking out of his belly. Somehow he's still on his feet. Gore.
So I'm gonna charge up to here and take a jab at this guy with my pike, which is a reach weapon, by the way, so I can hit out to 5 feet.
Yep.
Very nice.
All right. 12. Not knowing the rules very well, I remember old versions, Ty always went to the defender, but here, if you hit the number of the armor class, it's a hit, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, that's a hit.
For 5 damage.
5 damage.
And that's my turn.
As what the kobold says as he dies and goes down on the end of your pike. All right. The woman is going to lash out at the kobold that hit her. I have to get her little NPC card here. And she, so distressed by the situation that she's put in, is just flailing wildly at this point and doesn't even remotely come close to hitting the kobold that's in front of her. Eulora.
Okay, I am going to... I'm trying to decide if now would be a good time to use that shillelagh or if I should keep trying to hit with an arrow from afar, since I've done well so far. But I know he's hurting and needs help, so maybe that would be good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I am a
Yeah,
cleric.
that's true.
I am a cleric, so I do know how to heal some things.
That's true.
Andrew looking at Eulora, kind of looking at him questioningly. I'm saying, don't worry. I got it.
Okay. So I guess I will. I see that, and I think, okay, fine, I'll do what I have been doing. So I'm gonna try to hit the one right in front of you, Ander.
Nailed it again. Right through the face for max damage. Just again, right through his eyeball. He doesn't even move. It just completely, cleanly goes right through. Eulora is questioning her life decisions of why she wasn't a ranger. Would you like to reposition or move? You still have part of your turn is to move. You don't have to certainly, but you can if you want.
Yeah, maybe I'll move up a little bit closer, like right here.
That way, if you do decide to run into melee range, you'll be able to. All right. Ander, bruised but not broken.
All right, so I do have a question.
Yeah.
As a player, when it says the casting time is one bonus action, what does that mean? Does it still take up my action?
No.
What was the question?
You can cast it as a bonus action, so you get your regular action and your movement, and then that spell specifically grants you a bonus action to cast with.
Gotcha.
So you can do both.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to use my bonus action for Healing Word on myself. And I heal 7 hit points. Not too shabby.
Not at all.
What are you
then-
doing, Alex?
Can Ander tell how?
I'm so glad that
injured
Alex got a
everybody is?
webcam.
We now can see what he does behind the scenes.
No wonder he stays back with the wagon and whatnot. He likes to just gesticulate. All right.
Feeling that renewed sense of vigor, my eyes are going to start to glow with the passiveness of my cantrip of light. I'm going to look this thing in the eye, try to intimidate it as, I guess, a free action. Meanwhile, I'm going to step up 5 feet and then bash it with my mace.
Okay.
20.
So it sounded to me like you used Healing Word, casted Light. Did you cast Light? Or was that just
but
flavor
it's a
text?
Cantrip, isn't that like free?
No, you need an
Cantrips take a
an
standard.
action. You need the cast spell action
okay, then
to
I'm not
use a
gonna cast
cantrip.
Light.
It just doesn't
Forget
take
that.
up a spell slot. So no
Okay,
light,
yeah,
but
I
I
see it
will.
right here. Casting time, 1 action. I'm just gonna step up and hit him.
But you can try and intimidate him if you want,
No,
as an interaction.
No.
Is what it's called nowadays, I suppose. Okay, you hit
No,
him.
I'm just gonna beat him
That's a solid hit.
for 8 damage.
All right, you crack him across the face, and all of his little kobold teeth go flying out. Literally every single tooth is knocked out of his head as he falls down dead. All right, any movement?
Just that 5 feet I had done.
Okay.
That's pretty much where I'm gonna stop.
Okay. All right, Warlin lurking off to the side of the building. You have not seen any sort of enemy cross your path since your last turn.
Warland sees his companions shuffling forward, so he shimmies along the building, continuing to sneak the best that he can, obviously.
Shuffling.
Shuffling,
I
yes.
was charging.
Shuffling. Oh, no, I'm shuffling. You're charging.
This
Warland
is the
definitely
difference
shuffling.
between large barbarians and gnome rogues.
Yes. Picture Warland, like, he's up against the building, and he's going, like, like Mission Impossible down the hallway, like, dun, 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 kind of that thing. All along the building, like this.
All right.
Until he gets to that corner.
Yeah, you're
and
still successfully stealth.
He peeks around the corner, and he flings a dart. A dart. At this unsuspecting goblin.
All right, so
Or whatever it is.
now since you are stealthed, I don't know if that means you have advantage. Does that just mean you get sneak attack?
Yeah, I get a sneak attack because I come out of advantage.
But you don't have your attack roll isn't with advantage, I don't think. Although maybe it is. Anyways, it's a hit. That's your stealth roll.
I
Sorry.
haven't rolled it yet.
I looked at your stealth. I was looking at your stealth. Yeah, that's a hit. For a total of 7. The poor, unsuspecting young kobold, no doubt with a family at home.
All right, my
Drops
son wanted to
dead.
say hi. Say hi. Just lean forward and say hi.
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 There. All right. Ready? Are you done? That's all you got? Okay.
Oh.
All right, so the dart comes out of nowhere. Nyx goes through the neck of this kobold, and he slumps down, grabbing his throat, and completely bleeds out. Seeing his companion get killed, he turns and looks, and then turns and sees all of you next to him, and begins to flee.
Why would we let that happen?
Not gonna.
Not sure. This guy, as he's leaving, takes one last swipe at the woman. I gotta get quicker at this. Man,
Takes time, my friend. Takes time.
I know. I got all these dice query macros set up so I can just type in the modifiers and stuff. Oh man, for 5 damage. She, as he walks by, he just sticks her right through the gut. And luckily the children were kind of off to the side and the kobolds didn't pay too much attention to them. But she's still alive, but she goes down on one knee and looks just almost as bad as her husband, who's literally on the ground prone at this point, like heaving and gasping and coughing up blood. So the kobolds run away. They are 30 feet basically from the woman, 30 feet behind her, or 25 feet behind her. So the map doesn't go that far, but if any of you can reach, what would that be? Well, you can figure out the range, but if any of you are able to attack them as they flee, you certainly can if you've got the range. So Alex or Julian.
Yes, I will throw a javelin.
And that will be at disadvantage, I believe.
Yes.
So whatever you to the woman is plus 30. 8 versus AC. Now they're too far away, and your javelin lands just behind them as they're fleeing. Gore.
I'll launch one of my own javelins.
Do you want to? Well, okay.
Oh, can I move forward?
You can move 30 feet forward, and then
Not that
I don't know if that'll put you within normal range, but it will. It absolutely.
Hold
will.
on, let me see.
Well, they're 30 feet from her, and so if you move up,
Yeah, I
you'll
can
be
move
within
next to
30
her.
feet of them.
All right, so I run up and then launch a javelin.
That is a hit. Thinking he's got away scot-free, one of the kobolds pierced in the back by your javelin and falls down and rolls and tumbles a couple of times before he breathes his last. There's only one more still fleeing. The woman is too injured to go at this point. Yalara, you have a... You see the very last one getting away, but you also see these very injured people.
I have okay, I've used one of my spells. I have a cure wounds spell. I should go use probably. I don't think I can get to them. 5, 10, 15.
I'm not sure if they're within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, they're not, so I can't do it. I mean, I guess I can go closer anyway and just.
Yeah, you can still move up 30 feet and then take
go
your
there.
shot.
Okay, so I will try to get the last remaining one then.
Do you have?
Or wait, can I not?
Do you have range written down on your short bow under weapons on your character sheet? It should give you a short, normal and a long range.
It's 80 and 320.
80 and 320. So yeah, you're well within your normal range. So
Oh,
go ahead and roll.
Okay. Cool.
That's gonna be a miss. So your
Okay.
arrow flies wide. And Ander.
I'm gonna place my mace back into the ring in its belt and quickly draw my light crossbow. Then scurrying up to about here, I'm gonna take aim at the last guy and take a pop shot
Okay.
and fail miserably.
Yeah, the crossbow, he's kind of zigging and zagging. He's a squirrely little kobold. It
Just
flies
from
wide.
glancing at the two, do I see which one's in worse shape?
The man is probably in worse shape. He's prone and like coughing up blood, and I mean he is on death's doorstep. The children are just crying and screaming around him like "Daddy, Daddy," you know. And the woman is on one knee, crawling over towards him. The woman's also around him, but she's very, very hurt, and she's kind of like cradling his head. But you don't think she's on death's doorstep. And Warlin. You see one more kobold getting away.
Are there doors into these buildings?
Yes, both of those are doorways.
Warlin reaches down to the doorway that's closest. Well, technically he reaches up to the doorway, and he jiggles the door key to see if it is open.
Yeah. The door is completely unlocked.
Warlin quickly looks around, left, right, seeing that everybody's preoccupied with the fight, and he slips into the door.
All right. And with that, the last kobold continues to run down the hill back towards the burning town of Greenest, where the dragon still circles the keep. And certainly, if anyone would like to continue chasing him, you can, but he is another 30 feet even beyond where he was.
Jillian wishes to throw one last spear, or rusty kitchen skewer.
And so you'll be doing that at
Disadvantage.
What's your max range on that? 90?
120.
Oh yeah. You can still take a disadvantage shot. Oh yeah. Though he seems too far away and starts cackling with glee as if he's gotten away. He's speared right through the butt. Sadly, it's not a mortal wound, but it's almost a mortal wound, and he goes down and begins crawling and is moving at half speed now. But he's still only, let's see.
60-ish.
So he is he's 50 feet away from the very edge of the map. So Gore, what do? You've got some dying people, and you've got a kobold that's very almost mortally wounded, crawling further away from you.
Can I catch up to it? If it's crawling?
You can use the
Before
dash action, and we'll see what happens next turn. Or you can move ahead 30 feet and see what your range is like.
It's not worth it. I'd rather just let it bleed out.
Okay. Yulara, I'm gonna basically give you all. We'll just say we're out of combat now, and if you want to
Okay.
go pursue the kobold or try and shoot at it, you can.
No. I am concerned about these people, and I want to help them, and I think I have a spell left. So, but I can't remember if this is only for one person or not.
It's only for one
So-
person.
Okay, so I guess I will go help the dad, since he's really dying. I don't know how close I have to be.
You need to be right up next to him, I think. Is it lay on hands
Ooh.
or is it cure wounds? I think it's a
Cure
touch.
Wounds.
It should say
Yeah, it is
touch.
touch.
Yeah.
How do I do it when there's no place to be? I can't do it.
You can well, you can do a couple of things. One, you could be in this square right here, or any of the
Technically,
ones
those
behind him.
goblins aren't there.
Oh, you guys can still see those? I thought I moved those to the DM layer.
No, they're still on there.
Okay. Oh, I need to right click and literally move them. But yeah, you can move up to them. You can also, you can't end your turn in the same space as another person, but yeah, you can be right where you are.
Wait, what?
You can be where you've just moved to.
Okay. Able to touch somebody diagonally?
Yeah.
Or do
Go
you have to be
ahead.
right?
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll your.
All right. Let me see if I did this right.
So what does it look like as you cast this spell onto this man?
I come up next to him and I kneel down and I'm going to reach out and touch his, like the part, like I guess near where the wound is in his abdomen. And I'm going to do this. Sorry, guys. Okay. You know what? I don't know if I did this right.
I think you just rolled your spell description button. In the description, it should say something like,
Oh, I found it.
you heal for 1d whatever, and then just either roll that or type it in.
Oh, it's saying. It's messed
Okay,
up.
yeah, we probably didn't do your cure wounds macro right.
Okay, it
Or-
says it's number. Okay, it's 1d8 plus 4. So
just type /R 1d8 plus 4. Okay, so 6.
Mhm.
All right.
So I made a mistake. According to my cleric thing, I'm supposed to have cure wounds and not healing word. I don't know how I came up with healing word.
I think you have both of them. I think for some reason I thought healing word was a little bit better, maybe because of the casting timer. I don't remember, but yeah, I don't have an answer for that. But if you did mess up and you want to change it, then that's fine.
By the way, Ryan, did you let us reset our hit points?
Oh,
since
no.
The last.
No. This is the same day. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Since you fought those cultists in the woods the night before,
Right.
yes, you can you take a long rest from that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought I had said that after we woke up in the morning, but I probably forgot.
I think you did. I just never reset my stuff.
Yeah. So everyone from the beginning of this day should be back to full hit points and back to full spell castings.
Yes, it is supposed to be cure wounds.
So, like Allison, that speak with animals that you took one spell usage off under your spell book, you can take that back to 0.
Okay.
All right.
So it should say like use 0 max 2.
Yeah. So,
Although I used 1, so.
well, you use one cure wounds. Yeah, I know what you used. You're good. You've used one spell today. So the man almost immediately rallies and opens his eyes and kind of wipes his mouth and just kind of very weakly, he's still very drained, but he says, thank you. And he looks at his wife, and as soon as she sees that he's okay, she kind of collapses under the weight of her own wounds because she was on adrenaline trying to, stabilize her husband. And so she kind of falls down, but she's not... Go ahead.
Which I'm going to rush up to her.
Okay.
And I'm not sure I want to spend my last spell on her for the day, or if I want to just try to heal her with normal convention. If I do a heal check, can I make her stable so she's not going to die?
Well, she's actually not dying yet, so you don't need to stabilize her. If that makes sense. She's not at 0 hit points.
So then I just want to make sure I apply enough dressing bandage to make sure she's going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. She's from what you can see, she's not currently bleeding out. So you all have defeated the kobolds and stabilized, if not completely healed, the family.